Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and the Houston Texans have made another free agent signing as they've signed Dolphins starting center Michael Deiter. Decent signing here. He's a guy who was a pretty decent center for the Dolphins last season, and this was, if not the most needed team, if not the most needed position on the roster, definitely the most needed position on the O-line. You filled everything. You have Titus Howard, you have Shaq Mason, you have Laremy Tunsil recently locked up for the extension. You have youngster Kenyon Green. And then at center, that's a position where Justin Britt, he re-signed last year. He goes away from the team after week 1, doesn't play the rest of the season. We cut him to start the offseason, and we re-signed Scott Quisenberry, who was the starter after week 1, but didn't do that great. And now the Texans pick up center Michael Deiter. I think it's pretty much, for sure that he'll be the starter for the Texans. But I think because we re-signed Scott Quisenberry, I think the Texans will give it a look. I think there is a potential competition in training camp and preseason, possibly. But I think Deiter should be the automatic starter for the Houston Texans at center. This is one of the biggest positions the Texans needed to concern. That was one of the positions that, especially for the O-line last year, that was a big struggle for the Houston Texans. So a great move there by the Texans, and it's going to be exciting to see him in the O-line with the O-line next season. So the Texans have really upgraded everything on the offensive line that they've needed to, with center and with Shaq Mason at the guard. That was also an issue at right guard for the Texans last year with A.J. Cann. He was not that great last year for the Texans. So you've replaced A.J. Cann and Scott Quisenberry with Deiter and Shaq Mason. So the O-line looks way better for the Texans. Your offense has improved enormously this offseason with adding in Devin Singletary, Noah Brown, Dalton Schultz. Those were just today with Schultz and Singletary. You've also added in Robert Woods. The offense is upgraded for the Texans enormously, and so has the defense and free agency with guys like Jimmy Ward and Sheldon Rankings. So this Texans team has had a big upgrade in free agency. It's going to be interesting to see how this Texans team looks, how the team looks going into the draft, because it'll get even better going on from there. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and peace out. Go Texans.